Hello, human. Since you're answering my call, I can only assume that you must be awake at this late an hour. Me? Oh, just woke up myself. And unsurprisingly, it's quite the stormy night here. Again. Even after all these years, the weather has always stayed consistent in this region. Regardless, may I ask what you're doing tonight? Oh, come now. Is it not normal for friends to call one another? After all, while we may be separated due to our nature, we are still friends in the end, and I find our talks to be quite entertaining. Well, to be truthful, I'm bored with nothing else to do. I'm immortal, and doing the same things over and over again for a few decades, it gets stale over time. Of course, I could call my other supernatural friends first, but I digress. Besides, you're on the line now, and like I said, I find you more interesting and entertaining compared to the others. Yes, that was a compliment. Now then, please, inform me of what you're doing. Yes, aside from talking to me right now, what are you doing? What is keeping you up so late? That's admittedly boring. Well, yes, given the fact that you have so much to do, even at night, I was hoping you would be doing something, not just staying up because you can't sleep. Certainly I expected as such. You humans have so many things to keep you occupied, no matter what time it is. Unlike me and many of the supernaturals. Well, given how we still mostly live in secrecy and further away from you humans, we tend to live in very remote areas. So such things as Wi-Fi and the internet? Not readily available for us. It's why we use our specially made phones like the one I gave you to communicate long distance. Or if some of us are lucky, we use magic or some kind of relic. As for me, and given where my manor is located, I'm sadly not exposed to much of your technologies. The manor is old, and it doesn't have many of your creature comforts. Even if we did have something like it, we wouldn't be able to use the more modern appliances such as televisions or computers. At best, we only have the earliest forms of technology, such as the vintage radio and phonograph. In fact, the most modern of appliances I do own would have to be the box television. But since we're not able to get a signal frequently, it's essentially just an old box. Well, normally, I would just tuck myself away with a good book. But there hasn't been any new books delivered to my manor yet. And I'd rather not reread the plethora of novels for the 100th time. Truly vexing. Pardon, my friend, I think I misheard you. What did you suggest? You wish for me to come over? Are you sure? It's very late, and what about your family? Parents, siblings, anyone? Just you? In that case... Actually, yes. Oh, this is a splendid idea. It has certainly been a while since I've left the manor anyway. Be prepared for my arrival, my friend. I shall be there shortly. I may have jumped the gun, as one might say. Where do you live?
My friend, you do know of the fact that vampires aren't allowed inside your home unless you allow them in verbally, correct? Yes, it's supposed to be in person, and even if it wasn't, I'd rather be formally invited inside first. It's only respectful. Now, please, hurry up. It's pouring out here, and I didn't exactly bring a cloak. Thank you. Though, forgive me for making the floor wet. Why not just the front door? A silly suggestion. You know me by now, my friend. My ostentatious nature requires me to make only the grandest of entrances. Yes, even if it involves me getting wet in the rain. Ah, a towel. Thank you kindly. So, this is your bedroom, I assume? Certainly a lot more different compared to my own, but I must admit, it's quite comfy. Do you mind if I sit here? Again, Oh, you. I dare say. This is quite the chair you have. Yes, it's honestly my first time sitting on one such as this. The manor has many lounge chairs and what have you, but nothing like this. Ah, so this is how you adjust it. Pardon? Oh, yes. One moment, please. I just wanna... A bit too much. Ah, perfect. Now, what was the question, please? Ah, well, yes, it truly is my first time experiencing a chair like this. It's quite embarrassing, really. Yes, it's as I said over the phone. Given that I live in a rather remote area, I'm not exposed to many of your modern-day luxuries. Though that's not to say I'm not aware of what your people have to offer. I've seen plenty from the few occasions that I decide to go out and explore. Though it's not like I have many places to go to and come back to quickly. Oh, I have visited the local town on a few occasions, but at night it's just so... dead. Uneventful. Empty, boring. Those types of things. Still, I envy you humans. So many things open for you during the daytime, and so readily available as well. Whereas I and so many other supernaturals, we continue to live in remote areas, and are sometimes not even able to buy the most simplest of things. No need to feel sorry. It's just how it is for us now. Perhaps it can be some sick and twisted way of punishment. Back then, when many of our ancestors were causing humans trouble, they would have been considered top of the food chain in the world. Now, however, it's your people who have risen above us and evolved over time, where we eventually shrunk back and now hide away in darkness. Again, though, please, don't feel bad or sorry. Many of us supernaturals honestly look down at our ancestors. And, like I said before, many of us look up and admire all the things you have accomplished. Honestly, my friend, this chair is extremely comfy. Not as much as some of my armchairs, but truly, I could use one of these. Yes, I must spin in it. It's a common thing to do with these chairs, is it not? If you were to gift me something like this, then I must simply pay you back in kind. I will return to you only the finest... how uncouth of me. Apologies. I suppose I didn't eat, well, drink enough before coming here. I was in a rush of excitement at being invited over that I only had my fill of blood. Nothing of considerable substance or whatever. Why yes, it's quite normal for vampires to eat normal food. However, if we want to go about our nights without feeling lethargic, then blood is still required. Oh no, as I said in our first meeting, modern-day vampires don't hunt humans for blood anymore. Instead, we get our blood through donors. Contacts that know the supernatural and are in good relations with us. They're willing to donate their own blood. Certainly not like that. We extract it using medical equipment, not through bites. And it goes both ways. They help us with blood. We help them in other ways. Alternatively, those of us like myself and others who don't have contacts and donors, we can get our blood through animals and livestock. It's not as filling, admittedly, but it still gives us what we need to keep living. Plus, livestock and animals equals food. And I'm sure I don't have to explain that. Again, forgive me. This is truly embarrassing. Oh, you're too kind. But I couldn't accept that. I wouldn't want to trouble you. Okay, food. Yes, that would be nice. Please. Yes, right away. Sorry, let me just... Hang on, almost done. Okay, one more spin, and... Alright, proceed. I've heard stories of this instant ramen you humans can have whenever you're hungry. But this packaging, it's very misinformative. Where are the vegetables? The meat? It looks so good in the picture. Unacceptable! For them to advertise it in the photo, and yet expect you to have these ingredients yourself? The nerve. Nonetheless, I'm willing to forgive them so long as it tastes good. And now we wait, correct? Very well. You have many appliances here in your home, I must say. Such a large TV as well, much bigger than anything in my manor. Such a comfortable couch. Oh, may I ask what you're putting on? Oh, I see now. So this is what it's like to have a modern TV. I've only seen them being used once during my last outing, but that was a while ago. Truly, so many options. What is there to watch at this hour? Anything? Oh, wait, if I may request something. Thank you. Let me just choose this one, and... YouTube. Yes, I may not be exposed to it often, but I'm very familiar with the platform. Now, let's see... Oh yes. Here we go. Very nice. This platform, it may be rife with some of the weirdest and most bizarre of people, but I will certainly thank it for providing me with a vast library of my favorite music. It wasn't that long ago, but when I was far younger, this was the kind of music that was most common and listened to. Such a different time it was back then. How the world has truly evolved over these years. Oh, have we waited long enough for the noodles? Excellent. Thank you again for the meal, my friend. Let us dig in. I honestly expected a bit more. No, it's not bad per se. I suppose my expectations were set very high once again. Maybe I should have tempered them when considering that this is a meal out of a box. The noodles are average, and the broth is flavorful, but it tastes mostly salty. Oh, but please, don't mind what I say. I'm truly thankful of you for feeding me. In fact, I am feeling full already thanks to it. Perhaps it's just my more refined palate. Well, living in a manor full of servants who provide you only the finest of foods, it can probably make anyone's taste in food change, whether they be vampire or not. Well, whenever you're free, come visit my manor again. I can have the cook prepare you whatever you want. And I suppose while we're at it, I can give you a proper tour of the manor. Then you can see just how... primitive I am compared to you. Wonderful. Again, not bad. Thank you again for the meal. It's very appreciated. Oh? Take me out to a proper restaurant next time I visit. That sounds like a splendid idea, my friend. Hopefully I won't have to endure such horrendous weather the next time I make my way over. Though I suppose that's asking for quite a bit. Oh, it seems my song is about to end. Care to have a turn? Pick what to watch or listen to? Certainly, my friend. I'm very much open to anything you have to show me. So, what did you have on mind? Oh, my choice again? Well, if you insist. Oh, how about this one? Yes, the one with the wolves. Well, you did say I can pick again. Excellent. Now, be quiet. It's starting.